king, I am not a god, I am...
I'm JK.
Evil, heartless, strict, grumpy. This is how people around you usually describe your boss. Well, what they say is true. Even you experienced all of that when you just started working as his secretary. He often makes your day difficult, however, not now. In 4 years of working with him, you already know him well. You know when he is happy and angry. So you're the one who adjusts, so there is no more trouble between the two of you. You are looking at your computer screen thinking about what to cook for dinner later, when suddenly the door to your boss' office opened as you saw him staring at you intently as if he was angry. Why is he looking at me like that? Did I do something wrong that made him angry? But I don't remember that I did anything wrong. You smiled tamely and stood up. Mr. Jun, do you need anything? He slowly came closer and stood in front of you while you felt nervous about what was going to happen next. Miss YN, are you busy tonight? You immediately answered no without thinking about your answer out of your nervous. Good, he added and took his wallet from his pocket. He took out a card and handed it to you. Go to the mall, buy a luxurious gown that you will wear later. Go to the salon to get your hair done and makeup. You're just standing confused by what he's saying, because you literally don't get it. Sir? We're going to a party later and you are my date. Just consider that it's a part of your job. Don't worry, I'll pay you. What if I don't want to, Mr. Jun? Then I have no choice but to fire you. What? That's not fair. You're talking too much. Just go. Text me which salon you're in, okay? Even if you don't want it, you have no choice. You just became practical that it's hard to find a job nowadays. You are not a materialistic person. That's why you choose the one that's not too expensive but looks decent. After that, you go to the salon you always go to when you get your hair done. You're almost done with your makeup when someone spoke behind you. Wow, you look great, Miss YN. You look in the mirror and there you saw Jungkook reflection standing behind you, leaning against the wall. Sir? When did you come? I just arrived. You were busy admiring yourself, so maybe you didn't notice me. That's not true. I'm not admiring myself. Ah, so why are you smiling like crazy while staring at yourself? You didn't answer. Since he has a point, you feel like you're a different person while wearing the gown you choose. Are you done? Yes, sir. Then let's go, he said, at the same time walking closer to you and holding your hand. When you arrive at the venue, realize that you are going to a birthday party because of the banner posted at the entrance of the hall. You know the birthday celebrant since she was a famous model, but you never met before. You walk behind him until you notice him slowing down, and the moment you were standing next to him, he suddenly held your hand. You just follow him quietly and observe. You don't want to be rude to Jungkook in public, where holding hands is not a big deal. It's just surprising because your evil boss suddenly became a gentleman to you. You immediately noticed that the birthday celebrant was looking to the both of you, and her face showed shock and disappointment. Later on, you saw Jungkook dad approaching. In his expression, you know there's something wrong. Jungkook, what are you doing? his dad asked. Jungkook didn't reply. Instead, he looked at you directly into your eyes and said in a low voice, "Miss YN, can you help me? You are the only person I can count on. You really don't know exactly what's going on, but you're certainly sure that Jungkook was serious about what he said based on his facial expression and the way he looked at you." "Sure, Mr. Jun, I will help you." He held your wrist even tighter and walked towards the birthday celebrant. He also completely ignored his dad. "Happy birthday, Celine," he said. "Thanks. By the way, who is she?" Celine asked. He let go of your hand and smiled. You were even more confused on what's exactly your role on that night, until Jungkook held your waist and carefully pulled you closer to him. "She is the reason why I don't agree to marry you, because this girl is my fiance, the one that I love." Everyone who heard what Jungkook said was surprised, including you. You were speechless. "Fiance? When did you become a fiance? What's really going on?" You thought that was a surprising thing that happened that night. You had no idea that you would be more shocked by what happened next, when Jungkook kissed you in front of everyone. After that, he pinched your cheeks and says, "Let's go, babe." However, you didn't move because of shock, so he just carried you and left the venue. When you came back to your senses, you found yourself inside Jungkook's car, and that's when you started creeping out. "Mr. Jun, what just happened?" He stopped the car on the side of the road and laughed instead. "Did you see the reaction of Celine and my dad? Oh, wow, and you have a guts to laugh? Do you know what you did?" "Of course. I introduced you as my fiance and I kissed you." "Exactly! However, when did you become my fiance and you stole my first kiss?" "Did I? Oh, I'm sorry. It's been an honor to be your first kiss, Miss YN." You rolled your fist in anger. "I'm not kidding, Mr. Jun." "Well, as far as I know, I'm not kidding either. Besides, you agreed to help me, remember?" "Yes, I did. I won't deny that. But you didn't say that was your plan." He looks down and plays with his finger. "Do you know, when I'm still a little, I follow what my parents told me. Everything, so that my dad can appreciate me. Being a CEO is not my dream. I just want a simple life. But because this is what my dad wants, even I didn't want it, I obey him. But everything has a limit. My dad wants me to marry Celine. I don't like her. I know I want to be happy with her. That's why I did this. I'm sorry if I used you." For the first time, you saw your evil boss shedding tears. He looks so strong, but deep inside, he is hiding resentment toward his parents. Deep inside, he is not happy. And now you realize maybe that is why he is showing that he is brave, strict, evil, so that no one noticed that he is lonely in reality. You took your handkerchief and handed it to him. "Here, you can use this, Mr. Jun. Don't worry, it's clean." He looked at you and smiled. "I'm not kidding when I say you're the only one I can count on." "Thank you for trusting me, Mr. Jun. Fine, I'm not mad at you anymore. But what we're supposed to do now? Can you help me? Just continue to pretend as my fiance. I don't want to marry Celine." "Okay, I will do that in one condition. What is it? Fix your parents' misunderstanding. I understand you, but what if your parents are doing this because they think this is also what you want? Talk to them. Tell them how you feel so they know. You're just lack of communication in each other. Maybe because you are too busy. Maybe your parents didn't mean to hurt you. If you promise to do that, then I agree to act as your fiance for a meantime. Why are you helping me? Cause even you are my evil boss, I know you are a good person. So deal? Deal. You throw yourself on the couch and rested your head. Then you remember what happened earlier. You didn't notice that you were smiling like an idiot while having butterflies in your stomach. What is this? Is my sister is in love? Anne asked, which startled you. Shut up, you replied. Oh, come on, I know this kind of thing. Sis, remember, I'm a psychologist. Since you talk about that part, you pulled her and told her what happened that night, especially about your deal with Jungkook and what he did to you. Really? Your boss really did that in front of everyone? Yup. What if your boss likes you? You laugh and spanks your sister. That's impossible. Okay. But what if my suspicion is true? What will you do? You can't answer her. You try to pretend that you don't have feelings for Jungkook, but the truth, these past couple of months, your feelings for him have really changed. You woke up after you heard a familiar voice. Wake up! You open your eyes as you flinch when you saw Jungkook standing in front of you. Why are you here? He just smiled and vanished into thin air. What the freak? I'm hallucinating? You get up from bed and went to the bathroom to take a shower. After that, you faced the mirror to put the beauty products you use on your face until someone handed your toothbrush with toothpaste on it. You giggled and took the toothbrush from Jungkook's hands, but you didn't touch it and suddenly it disappeared, along with Jungkook. OMG! What's happening to me? Why am I seeing him? After some time, finally you finish getting ready going to the office. You left the house and about to ride in your car when you notice something. Jungkook was there outside the house, leaning against his car. You get out of your car again and approach him. What are you doing here? You thought I would still believe you? I know you are just my hallucination. I saw you earlier when I woke up and in the bathroom. But what happened? You just vanished. So I'm sure the same thing will happen now. You can't fool me again, Jungkook. Get lost! You said and kicked him. However, he groaned in pain. Why did you kick me? I'm here to pick you up since you're my fiance, right? Your mouth hung open and can't believe that the Jungkook in front of you right now is real, not a hallucination. You're about to run, but Jungkook quickly stopped you and made you sit in front of his sports car. What did you say? You were hallucinating on me? No, you heard wrong. Oh, come on. I clearly heard it. Can you tell me what we did to your hallucinations? Did we kiss again? Or did we do something strange? Mr. June? Alright, I'm just kidding. Don't do this again, Mr. June, please. About what? About this, picking me up. But I want to do this to my fiancé. Maybe you forgot. I'm not your real fiance. I'm just pretending. Act well then, because everyone already knows that you are my fiance. You tell till your head confused until Jungkook showed the article about you and him. I didn't expect this. The moment you two arrive at the office building, you immediately put on your face mask and hurried out of Jungkook's car so that no one would see you together. You thought you were going to escape. What you didn't know, Jungkook was planning something. Before you even entered the lobby, you were caught by Jungkook. He held your hand tightly and walked normally, while almost all the employees were looking at the two of you. Mr. June, what are you doing? Taking care of my fiance? Remember, I'm just your fake fiance. Tell me, YN, are you ashamed of me because my employees call me the devil boss? You stop walking and say, I'm not judging the person based on the behavior he shows because there are many scenarios where people pretend to be evil because they hide a dark past. Okay, if other people think you're an evil, then for me, you are not like that. YN, I can't hide this anymore. Let's stop this, YN. Stop what? This, our pretending. Instead, it's our relationship make it real. Please? You are so annoying because everyone is afraid of me, but you're not. Eventually, I found you interesting without me knowing that I fell for you. Unfortunately, I didn't have the courage to say this, but when I found out that my dad was going to marry me to Celine, I realized that I can't do that because of you. The moment I told Celine that I can't marry her because of you, I'm telling the truth at that time. I can't marry her because I'm in love with you. He said that in front of his employees. Yeah, why are you telling this in front of everyone? Because I want them to know that their evil boss also knows how to get hurt and fall in love. Aish, you're talking too much. As you held his tie and pulled it closer to your face and kissed him in front of everyone. We are fair now. Listen, our evil boss is officially mine. Understand? As you laugh together and continue walking, going to Jungkook's office. You were busy with your work when you saw Jungkook's dad coming. You felt a great fear. What if he were tells you to stay away from his son? Good morning, sir. He looked at you and went straight to his son's office. But before he entered, he came back and came to you. Thank you. Sir? Thank you. Because of you, Jungkook and I have already discussed many things. We already fixed our misunderstanding. I'm glad to hear that, sir. Come to our house this weekend for dinner so we can know our son's girlfriend better. Fiancé. He really insists that you are his fiancé. Sure, sir. I'll come. After Jungkook's dad left, you went into his office and there you saw him happy and smiling. You become more handsome when you smile. I felt relief that everything is okay now. He stood up in his chair and hugged you. Thank you. I didn't do anything. I just gave you an advice. But your advice made me realize many things. So, are you leaving being a CEO? As I've said, I hate being a CEO. I want a simple life. But after meeting you, I start loving my job. So no, I'm not leaving, so we can always be together. What if we get bored of each other? So we don't get bored, sometimes I'll show you my evil boss side. Like this, as he kisses you aggressively. The end. Thank you for watching, Kobe's. Good night.